Hi, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube friends and family, it's your boy GB Reviews, and today I'm doing something a little different. It's a special occasion for me, and I say this because it's my mom's birthday. And today is April 9th. My mom was born, so you'll see back here I have a happy birthday balloon, but I also have a happy Easter balloon because we are close to Easter. Easter is only a few days away. It's this Sunday, and my mom was actually born on Easter in 1944, which was her birthday. And so it's a special kind of year because it's, she was always joking about how her birthday's never going to come around on Easter again. But I think it did once while I was younger. But that's this. I only say this to say that it is an opportunity for me to reflect on the world that we currently are living in, which is a very crazy world, and how my mom, I think she was a visionary in the sense that she was prepared for this world that we are in. But I think because of her anxiety, it would have been too much for her. Look at this picture. I just dropped it in right here, but you will see she used to wear a mask all the time. People wear a mask now, which is very interesting. But my mom, since 2014, she was the only other person I knew other than an Asian person that would wear a face mask, a surgical face mask every day, all day. I'm gonna drop this video in too. If you look at this video, you'll see when she was purchasing her car. This is at the Volkswagen dealership, and she's talking about how Volkswagen is the best. And it's very interesting because you see she's talking with the mask on, and that's just how she used to roll, because she said, if you wear a mask, and it's interesting, the wisdom. I mean, she was a school teacher, but the wisdom that she had in the sense that she said, well, I don't want to infect anybody, and I don't want anybody to infect me. That was how she always said it. I don't want to infect anyone. I don't want anybody to infect me. And so I thought that was interesting. I haven't done any kind of discussions about my mother or any written things on my mom since, I think, Thanksgiving. And the reason that I did it at Thanksgiving was because that was really an opportunity for us usually to get together, and she loved cooking, things like that. And then before that, I did one right after she passed away, or it wasn't right after, but it was right after everything got settled. It's probably in August. And we just talked about some things that were special in her life, and things that she liked. And so this video, what I'd like to do is, one, we're gonna celebrate my mom's birthday. I'm just showing you, I just messed up the bottom of her birthday cake, but that's her birthday cake. Happy birthday, Mom. And she liked birthday cake. I mean, I like birthday cake too, but it's not my favorite. People who know me know that you'll catch me on any given day eating red velvet cake or eating carrot cake. And polo is her favorite, so I wore polo today, even though people are now commenting that I wear Nike stuff so much that I should get sponsored by Nike, which is kind of funny. For the record, I wear Nike stuff because my sons play sports, and I have a lot of and because we are similar sizes, I can wear a lot of their old stuff. So, but that being said, let's get into it. So, as we know, the world has changed, and we are in crisis pandemic mode. But, my mom was even though she was prone to stress and anxiety and all these other things, she didn't like flying. She did a lot of things in my life that made sure that I had the right exposure to life. So she didn't like flying, but we still went to Europe when I was a kid, because she said the best thing you can do for a child is give them exposure. Now, again, I said in the beginning of this video, if you check back in the beginning, I said I'm gonna drop a lot of Barbara Barrett sayings, euphemisms. And so that was her lesson one to me from when I was little. She said, nothing beats education like exposure. And she said, as a parent, that's the best thing you can do for your child. So if you take nothing from this video and you are a parent, please know that exposing your children to different experiences will help to make them more well-rounded, hopefully help to expand their vision of the world and how they view others. But that was Barbara Barrett's thing. Her other favorite saying, well, no, she has several favorite sayings, but she always used to say, God don't like ugly. And anybody who knows my mother knows that she said that a lot. And she would say it for a variety of reasons, but she would normally say it when I was acting up or doing something naughty, because she said I would get my just desserts. And I remember one time I did something and I was mad at her and I kicked the door, and kicking the door caused me to cut my foot in a way that I needed stitches. And the first thing she said before she took me to the hospital, she said, you know, God don't like ugly. And at the time I couldn't laugh at it because I was in pain and I was very just like not happy. But as I got to be an adult, it's a interesting saying, because it basically is like a parent saying, I told you so, but framing it in a way that tries to give you a life lesson. So that's another one of her sayings. Her other favorite saying was, life is better than death. And I laugh at that now because I didn't really understand it, in the sense that I was like, life is better than death? Yeah, of course life is better than death. But I think that it came from a place of experiencing being a single mother, knowing the struggle. And she wasn't really talking about, I mean, maybe she was in some respects as she got up in age, talking about real life versus death. But I think she was talking more so about, like, even when things get hard, and we're talking about these times now, even when things get hard, remember that every day that you are alive and you have an opportunity to make your circumstances better, then you can't give up, right? Because you are moving forward in the world, and there's always an opportunity to get better, to survive. So tragic things happen, parents die, children die. But as long as you are breathing, you have an opportunity to improve your situation. And I think that's what she was saying. I think she knew from some of the hardships that she had to go through early on, as a young parent. I think she just realized, like, you know, at the end of the day, I guess it's equivalent to saying, at the end of the day, it'll all work out as long as you work through it. And so I think that's where I am in terms of really thinking about, like, did I get a lot of life lessons? I mean, some of the things, the other reason I said I really thought about doing this, and it was a bit disjointed. I talked to one of my friends a few weeks back, and, you know, we were just talking about stuff, and then he was like, yo, bro, how's your mom doing? And again, this is one of my buddies that I don't talk to so often, but at least once a quarter we catch up, and, you know, we used to travel around the world together and things like that. And I was like, dude, you're funny. Because I thought, you know, he was just trying to really just make light of it, in the sense that, you know, he knew it was a traumatic thing that had happened. But really, he didn't know. And I was like, you know, he's one of my friends who's not really on Facebook like that. And, you know, not that I even really publicize it, just to my close friends, I might have said something. But I thought about, like, you know, we don't talk about, I mean, when people are sick, yes, we talk about them a lot. And when people are just different things, like when the traumatic event happens, we might talk about them a lot. But I realized, like, I didn't really just put it out there like that. And it made me think, we as a society are quick to, you know, honor the birthdays of just random historical figures, and even people who are still alive, who have a tangential impact on our lives, but we may not honor the lives of the folks that really are fundamental to shaping who we are. You know, we will do a birthday celebration for President's Day or something else like that every year or something. And again, it's not a real celebration, it's a holiday and you're having fun. But we won't necessarily do the same thing for our loved ones who've departed. And I think that's unfortunate. And people who know me, again, know I'm just not that dude. I'm not a person who's all about, my favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day, just because I love St. Patrick's Day. And I'll celebrate birthdays and other holidays, but it's not like, birthdays aren't really, like, if you celebrate my birthday, that's great. If you don't celebrate my birthday, that's fine. And if I don't celebrate it, it's fine too. But I think in terms of showing respect to the folks who are actually putting the building blocks and the foundations to your life, it's an opportunity to say, to show the world that that person to you was special, and that person to you was instrumental in the success that you've achieved. And so this is why I am celebrating my mother's birthday. I didn't put her name on the cake, just because, not that I'm superstitious, but some people are superstitious, but I just thought that it would be a good opportunity for me to say thank you, Mom. Thank you for all the people who actually rock my mom. I'm dropping pictures in throughout just so you guys can see what she looked like and who she was. And, she's a special lady. I miss talking to her. I miss hearing her laugh. I miss her chastising me too, even though I didn't think I was going to miss it. One of my good friends that I went to Vegas with in the past couple of months, he was like, yo, I'm telling you, dude, you're gonna miss your mom. Because his mom and my mom were really, really good friends, and his mom passed away several years ago. And he was like, I'm gonna tell you, dude, you're gonna miss your mom. And it's interesting. It's not, for me at least, it's not a daily like, oh, I miss my mother, and so, I'm just gonna ball up into a thing and cry. Now, if that's if that's what you do, then that's your process. For me, it's more so, I miss her giving me the gems of wisdom, but also jabbing me at the same time when she gave me those gems of wisdom. She would give me a hard time about one of my sons playing sports all the time. She's like, what are you trying to do? Kill that boy? And I would be like, no, this is just how we do it up here. Surprisingly, again, in her just rant, it just showed the baked in wisdom that she had, because the world has slowed down. My sons are doing no sports now. Nobody's children are doing sports, right? And did the world end? No. Let me take that back. The world might be ending, but we don't know. But did the world end for them? No. But at the time, I felt like, I have to go. I have to do this. I would drive, hundreds of miles on the weekend, or we would travel, get on planes to go to tournaments and things like that. And it was just the simple wisdom of saying, why are you running that boy so ragged or whatever? So I'm not going to go on any longer. This is, a quick birthday party. It's April 9th, 2020. My mom would have been 47 this year. Is that right? She was born in 44. No, sorry. My math is off. She was sorry. She would have been 76 this year. Let me see, 44. Yeah, 76 this year. She was 75 last year. 44, 20, I think so. My math is off, but anyway, she was an amazing lady. I miss her, and I know that she is probably looking down at me like, yo, you got to get your life right, because she always says things like that too. But I'm happy to share a little bit of her essence with you. I'm happy to share her birthday with you. I'm not sure that people will even want to view this video, but I thought that, as a testament to my mom, at least 1 year out, or not even 1 year out, but on her first birthday after her passing, as a dutiful son, it was important for me to mark this milestone in a way that really tells the world that I appreciated what all that she put into me. So with that, I'm just gonna say happy birthday to my mom, Barbara Barrett. You are missed, and I love you very much. And to the world, happy Easter, as my Easter balloon says here. It's a strange Easter. We're not back in the pews as people were alluding to several weeks ago, but I'm not going to talk more about that because it's just foolishness. But just know that things will get better. The world will improve. The situation will improve. People will get over illnesses that they're getting, hopefully. And some people won't. And that is also just part of the process of life. It's that circle of life that we saw in The Lion King. But that being said, just do your part. Social distance. Share with people who need help, because there's folks out there who aren't working and aren't earning, and just remember that kindness goes a long way in situations like this. You don't want to see society break down, and I of course don't want to see us be locked in place for the rest of our lives. So the more that people actually adhere to some of the social distancing practices, I think the quicker this will be resolved. Anyway, I'm not going off on that. More so to say happy birthday to my mom. Look at the cake, and hopefully it doesn't fall. I don't want it to fall, but happy birthday to Barbara Barrett. And I appreciate you guys who watch my channel. Please hit that notification bell. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know your comments. If you knew my mom, if you were her student, or if you just have a mom that you miss, put it in the comments below. It's a tough journey, but it's a journey that all of us at some point will go through. If you have a parent and you don't perceive them in death, you will see the loss of a parent, and you will process it the way you need to process it. That's all I'm going to say. With that, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like below. Happy birthday to all of the folks out there who are no longer with us, and to all the folks who are struggling through something, remember that you'll get through it. Anyway, it's your boy GB Reviews. I'm not singing today only because I'm gonna save my songs for my mom's birthday cake, and I'm out.
Some stuff, but no.